perfectly prepared buyer. Okay. Well, first and foremost, I think that the misconception that a lot of people have, a lot of buyers have, is that, well, if I get my pre-qualification letter, they're going to run my credit, and that's going to ding my credit. It's not. If you're working with one of our preferred lenders, they do what they call a soft pull. A soft pull does not hurt your credit score. It gives them an idea of how much money you can actually spend when purchasing a property. Now, we all have a pretty good idea as far as what we can spend. The issue that you run into is that Sears and Roebuck, I'm dating myself, bill that you didn't pay 7 years ago, 6 years ago, that was like $35 before they went out of business, and you closed your Sears credit card, and you never paid it. It doesn't go away. The collection agency gets it, and all of a sudden it pops up on your credit score, and you're like, what? Like, I don't even remember having that credit card. Well, no kidding. Who would? But it's there, and now all of a sudden you have a ding on your credit, and that affects you. That affects your ability, that affects your credit score. So now they can't necessarily give you a pre-qualification letter for $500,000, $700,000, $800,000 because you have a ding on your credit. But if you're working with our preferred lender, they're now going to work with you on how to get that ding off so we can, ramp up your credit score and get you that pre-qualification letter. It's not hey, I just need to prove that you can spend that kind of money or have the ability to spend that money. We're really just kind of making sure that, again, you're checking the boxes of making sure that there isn't anything against it that you maybe forgot about, It's usually off the wall things that, like, oh, you gotta be kidding. What? Like, I don't even remember that. But that's unfortunately what happens. So, you have to be involved with, your pre-qualification letter with your lender. It's a document that's required in order to submit an offer. So get it. It's a document, copy of your first deposit, a signed copy of your contract with all of the addendums that go with it, and a pre-qualification letter if you're purchasing with a mortgage. Those 3 items, they go to the listing agent. If one of them is not there, you're not moving forward. The seller's not going to give a response to your offer. Doesn't matter if it's full price. At least they shouldn't, until you at least get, okay, great, you want to offer me full price for this property. Can you afford it? Before I give you a response, yes, no, if it's not full price, am I giving you a counteroffer? Let me just make sure that you have a letter from the bank that says that either A, you can afford it, or B, the bank is willing to give you the money to purchase that property. That's all that it is. And then you move forward from there, because then once you come to an agreement of sale, if it's full price and you have the pre-qual letter for the full price, okay, that's fine. But if it's not, sometimes I've dealt with sellers before where they've negotiated a sale price and maybe it's $25,000, $30,000 more than what the pre-qual letter is. They request the buyer to get an updated pre-qualification letter. It's part of the process. It just is. So that's, those are the steps really, on the buying side that you want to be focused on. Like, if you're a buyer, that pre-qualification letter, sort of having your monies lined up so that when we're talking about first deposit, second deposit, and then the money you're bringing to closing. And a lot of times, if you're pulling money out of a retirement account or some sort of a Roth account or something like that, as long as it's there, that's fine. Because the last thing you want to be doing is delaying the process by even having to move money, not move money. You got your first deposit, boom. Your second deposit comes in, it's a wire, boom. You've got that there. It's liquid. Your money is liquid, And then, of course, an idea of what you're looking for. Single family, multifamily, condo, townhouse, the town you want to be in, the price point that you want to have. And then once you kind of have all that established, you pretty much have all your ducks in a row. Okay? Let's go. And then you're working with a highly qualified, highly experienced buyer, and you're teaming them up with a highly qualified, highly experienced agent at the Ferzoco Group, and you're No reason why you cannot succeed in any market with that kind of stuff together.